Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. If I'm not centered, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to work a camera and I'm still trying to figure this out if you couldn't tell. But yeah, let's go. You guys will be really happy to hear that we're doing a challenge, and the challenge is actually based around everyone's favorite topic. I don't even have to say what it is, but SP. Thanks. Anywho, you guys voted for an SP challenge, and I figured why not, because I see a lot of people talk about SP challenges, SPs all the time, and people for some reason struggle getting their SPs or manifesting their SPs. So I really hope that this challenge is the breakthrough challenge so everyone can move on with their lives and move on to their next manifestation goal and not stay stuck on an SP for like, I don't know, like 4 years. But anywho, we're doing a contact challenge. I was gonna call it a text message challenge, you know, get a text from your SP, but I figured maybe some people don't do text, but then I remember what generation we live in. But anyway, if you don't do texting for whatever reason, then you can refer to it as calling or FaceTiming or messaging or DMing, whatever, or just contacting. Whenever I say text message, just replace the text message phrase with calling, contacting, FaceTiming. You get it. You get it. So if you want to join that, I have more information coming out on Twitter, and I'll link the threads in the description box. So this is how you manifest a text message. You just think as if you already have that message. That's all. Think as if you already received that text message or you already have the text message. That's literally all. For example, if you're manifesting your SP to text you, this challenge, you would say stuff like, she already texted me, she texted me yesterday, I can't believe she texted me, she finally texted me, she just texted me yesterday, she texted me earlier, oh, she texted me. Or you can affirm as if you're already in contact with them, like, they text me every day, we text every day, we talk every day, we're always in contact, they're constantly texting me, they're always texting me, they're always calling me, they're always FaceTiming me, they're always DMing me, they won't leave me alone, like, they won't stop texting me, they text me every single day. They can't go a day without texting me. Like, you would literally just say that. That's all you have to say. And all you have to do is tell yourself that over and over and over again. That's all you have to do. In your mind, though. In your mind, that's all you have to do. Just in your mind, you just tell yourself that over and over and over again. And you don't entertain any other thought that comes up. You just tell yourself, and you stand firm. You just tell yourself that they text you every day. They won't leave you alone. They won't stop texting you. They literally cannot go a day without texting you, or they texted you already, they texted you yesterday, blah blah blah, whatever story you want to choose, past, present, future, whatever. Just imply that you already have that text message, or they're always texting you already, or they text you every day. Just the point is to just tell yourself that this is now the truth, and this is now your story, and this is now how things are for you. You can't entertain any other story. And you can't entertain the thoughts that are like, oh, they're not texting me, we're not in contact anymore. No. That brings me to another thing with circumstances. Circumstances don't matter. So when you guys have this old story in your head, like, well, they told me they don't want to talk to me ever again, it does not matter. I don't care if they told you that they don't want to talk to you ever again, or you'll never be in their life again, or they'll never text you again, or they don't want anything to do with you anymore. They hate your guts. They can't stand you. I don't care. I do not care. I don't care. I don't care what your circumstance is with them. It does not matter. That is old news. That's the old story, and we're not going to pay attention to that anymore. We're not going to give it attention any longer, because that's no longer the case. And this is the point. You are telling yourself that whatever that ugly, icky circumstance is no longer the case. It's dead and gone. It's not relevant anymore. It's literally not relevant. So why pay attention to it if it's not relevant? If they were texting you every day, you would not be over here being like, oh, we're not in contact, or we're in no contact, we've been in separation for like 6 months, or we've been in no contact for, I don't know, 2 months, 2 weeks. It doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter if you're in no contact. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Circumstances do not matter. It does not matter. Just ignore it. Just leave it alone. If you want something new, you're gonna have to think as if you're experiencing that something new. You can't keep thinking the old story, because it's no longer existing. You would not be thinking, she told me she never wants to talk to me again. They told me they never want to talk to me again. He told me we'll never be in contact ever again. You would not be thinking those icky thoughts if the new story was happening in your life right now. You would not be thinking that. You would be thinking, oh, they texted me every day. They texted me yesterday. They text me every day. We're always talking, blah, blah, blah. That's what you would be thinking. So think from the point of view of that person who is already experiencing those text messages every day, or who already got that text yesterday or an hour ago or blah, 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 and stand firm in that story and do not entertain the old icky story, because that is no longer true. Once again, I will literally keep saying it because I think people need to hear it over and over. It's no longer true. It's not true. It's null and void. We don't pay attention to that anymore. We don't. It's over. It's no longer the case. If you want this to work, you literally have to drop that old story. You cannot keep thinking that old story. You have to get yourself out of victim mode. That's just what it is. It's victim mode when you're wallowing and you're whining and you're crying about them not texting you, or they said this and they said that and they said they don't want to be in contact with me ever again, and they don't like me, and they blah blah blah, and they told me to fuck off, and they don't like me like that. And do you want it or not? Do you want it or not? Because if you want it, then you would stop whining and complaining and wallowing in the old story when you know that's doing you absolutely no good. You would literally just, if you want it bad enough, if you want text, if you want to finally get out of no contact, then your only job is to stop thinking as if you are in no contact. And you do that by telling yourself over and over in your mind that they text you every day, or they texted you yesterday, or you guys always text, you guys always call. There's never a day that goes by where they don't call you or text you, or they just won't leave you alone, and all that kind of stuff. That is literally what you have to be feeding your mind. You have to be thinking from that person who's experiencing that, not from the person who's in victim mode and wallowing and whining and is like, what should I do? And they're not texting me, blah, blah, blah. That is doing you no good. I'm sorry, but you gotta cut it out. You can't keep doing that. If you want change, then you have to be the change. You cannot sit there and feel sorry for yourself and expect things to change. That's not how this works. I really hope I'm being clear on this, because I really feel like the main cause of people not getting their SP is them acknowledging the fact that their SP is not texting them and their SP doesn't want to talk to them and blah, 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 instead of consistently changing their thoughts to benefit them. I think that's like the number one thing. And the whining and the crying and the, oh my God, they're not here yet. If they did something really bad to you that really hurt you really, really bad, then by all means, take a day, take a few days, take a few hours, whatever, to build yourself to get over it. You can cry it out, you can kick, you can scream, blah, 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 whatever. Do all of that, just whatever. Do whatever it takes for you to completely demolish that old story, so you don't keep thinking on it, you don't keep feeding into it. And then when all that is done, just decide from that point forward that you're just going to think from the new story. You have got to change your mindset if you want this to work. You cannot keep wavering and going from, oh my God, oh, they just texted me, and then going back to, wait, they're not talking to me. You can't do that. That's not how this works. Speaking of it working, I've seen people ask, well, how do I know if this is gonna work? Will it work? Does this really work? Is this really all I have to do? Your answer is yeah. That's really all you have to do. All you have to do is change your thoughts and think as if they are already texting you. That's it. Think as if they are already texting you. It's working because the law of assumption, manifestation, is always working. I'll make a separate video on why it's always working, but to sum it up right here so you can ease your minds, manifestation is always working. The law of assumption is always working because that's just how it works. As long as you are thinking, you are creating, therefore you are manifesting. So as you know, your thoughts create. You can't turn the law of assumption off. It's always on, it's always working. It's always working. The key is here to just make it work in your favor. And how you do that is just thinking as if you already have what you want. Thinking in your favor. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, you think in your favor. That is it. That is all. It is gonna work. As long as you stand firm in the fact that they are texting you right now in here, or they're going to text you, or they already texted you, it's gonna work. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. The only reason it won't work is if you waver. If you're thinking for like, I don't know, for 2 hours that they just texted you and you're persisting in that new story, which is good. You're like, yeah, they just texted me. And then, I don't know, later on during the day, you're rolling back over to the old story and you're like, oh, well, they didn't text me and they're still not texting me and they don't like me and we're in no contact and we're in separation. You cannot possibly expect the least amount of change if you are wavering back and forth. You can't expect change on that. You really can't. You can't expect change. You have to change your thoughts and stand firm in your new thoughts. That is all you have to do. That's literally all you have to do. That is like simple. It's simple. That's all you have to do. You have to discipline your thoughts. Whenever you feel yourself wavering into the, oh, but we're in no contact, you gotta correct yourself. You gotta stop that thought and correct yourself and be like, oh, wait, no, what am I talking about? We just talked earlier. They just texted me yesterday. They're texting me right now. They won't leave me alone. You have to correct yourself. You have to catch it and correct yourself. No one else can do that for you. You have to do that for yourself. If you really want this, you will do it. You will do it. It'll work as long as you don't waver and you don't think as if you're in no contact or as if you're in separation or as if they're not texting you right now. You have to stand firm on the fact that they are texting you right now or they texted you earlier in your mind. It's working. It is working. I don't care if you don't see movement. I don't care if you don't see movement in the 3D. It's working. As a matter of fact, it's always working. There's always movement, whether you can see it or not. And if you're focused on movement, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have to be focused on the fact that they texted you or they're going to text you or they already texted you. And as long as you are focused on that, guess what? It's working. It's gonna work. It's gonna happen. You just have to stand firm on it. You can't waver. It's working because no one has free will. That SP that you're manifesting does not have free will. They don't have free will. They don't have free will. They just don't. They don't have free will. Everyone is you pushed out, and I'll make another video on that. But everyone is you pushed out, and people are only who you assume they are. And they can only do what you assume they can do. So if you assume that they're texting you and you stand firm on the fact that they are texting you right now, then they are texting you right now. That's it. As long as they are texting you up here, that's the only thing that matters because it has no choice but to reflect outside of here. So they have to do that. They have to text you. They don't have a choice. Like, that's one thing you guys have to understand too, is they don't have a choice. That is it. They don't have a choice. They have to text you. They have to do it. They literally have to do it. You don't even give away your power. You don't even think of giving away your power because you're the operant power. Your thoughts create. It goes your thoughts create, not her thoughts create or his thoughts create or their thoughts create. No, it doesn't work like that. It goes your thoughts create. That means that they have no choice but to act on your thoughts. So you have to think as if they are already texting you. That is the only thing you have to do. Think as if they already texted you. They texted you yesterday. They're going to text you right now. They text you every day. They can't stop texting you. They won't leave you alone. That's all you have to do. It's a mind thing. You have to discipline your mind and stand firm on the fact that they are texting you. And I guarantee you guys, if you actually do this and you don't entertain any other negative thoughts, such as they're not texting me, we're still in no contact, we're in separation, we're not talking right now. If you don't entertain those thoughts and you stand firm on the fact that they are texting you right now, right this minute, then I guarantee you, it'll happen really fast, like really, 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 really fast. It does not have to take a long time to manifest a person. I don't care who told you what. I don't care if someone told you that you have to go through this process of a waiting game and divine timing. That's all bullshit. I don't care. You guys know how I feel about divine timing and waiting. I don't like waiting, and I bet you don't either. So you don't have to. And yeah, that's all. Just think as if you already have it. That's the key. The key is the knowing. The knowing is the key. So just continue to think up here that they already texted you, or they're texting you right now, or they can't stop texting you. They text you every day. Whatever your preference is, feed your mind with the fact that they text you all the time. They just texted you. They can't stop texting you. They love texting you. They have nothing better to do but text you. Just feed your mind with that. That's all. That's all. Another thing you don't want to do is tell yourself that they're texting you all the time and they love texting you. You know, you're doing good in your affirmations. You're feeding your mind with the fact that they're texting you always and blah, blah, blah. But then you go and you're like, wait, let me check and see if they just texted me. You don't do that, because what's the point of checking to see if they texted you if they already texted you in your mind? You have to stand firm on that. If they did it up here, then it has no choice but to happen out here. So you cannot go to the 3D for validation and be like, oh, they text me every day, we love talking to each other, they text me constantly, and then go out searching for it. That is not how this works. You have to stand firm up here. Let it happen. Literally give it a chance to happen. Give it a chance to happen. Stand firm up here. Give it a chance to happen out here. It's not gonna happen if you keep looking for it, because that's implying that you don't have it. Thank you for watching. I really hope this helped. Once again, if you want part in the challenge, we're gonna be doing this for 5 days, and I guarantee you, once again, if y'all do this right, then you're gonna have success quickly. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.